Moving on, we're going to talk about negative self-talk or self-deprecation. So what exactly is that? Well, it is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as modesty about or criticism of one's self. Let's get into that. So modesty, that means that you can talk negatively about yourself even if you're being modest. So for example, I struggle with that a lot. When people give me a compliment, I notice that I'm like, I'm not that good. I'm not that smart. My sister's smarter. Or if someone says, oh, you look good today, and I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you, but I don't really feel good today. I don't think I look good today. My hair's a mess, my eyebrows are bad. If someone says to me, I think you're doing a great job, Romy, keep going, I normally look for the negative things to say. That's a problem, though. That's a big problem. And I'm working through that. I still have some tendency to do that. I think that it just comes from just thinking negatively about myself. That's something that I still struggle with. I'm being very honest with you guys. I'm not all the way there. Like I said, I'm healed in a lot of ways, but I'm still human and I still struggle with a lot of issues. I think of all the negative things instead of just taking in the moment and being positive about myself. And I notice that I criticize myself. And I think it's just a coping mechanism for me because I always try to find how I can improve. But I realize that I focus too much on the negative and I don't focus on the positive. So with that being said, let's get into this type of behavior. So what does it mean? Well, there's another definition for it. According to the British psychologist Susan A. Spear, self-deprecation is defined as a form of self-talk that reflects a cognitive state, such as low self-esteem or negative self-regard. This can sound like I'm no good at this, or everybody hates me. Social psychologists use the term to denote feelings of inferiority or low satisfaction. By the way, I got this article from the Berkeley Wellbeing Institute. So here are the symptoms of self-deprecation: putting oneself down, negative view of oneself, agitation, anxiety, overall low life satisfaction, and depression. But for those who struggle with anxiety, depression, loneliness, or other mental health roadblocks, self-deprecation can simply be a symptom of one's internal state. That's true. Those with anxiety tend to worry more about the future and how they are perceived. Social media has also exacerbated feelings of comparison and inferiority. Okay, so then this author goes on to say that,
hi family, if you're looking to join a community with like-minded individuals, I would definitely suggest that you join our Abracadabra Connect Discord group. And this is an extension of the Roam with Romy channel. We literally go in there and we just talk to each other about different subjects. There are so many variety of subjects that you can talk about, and I just want this to be kind of a platform where we get to interact with each other on a deeper level. So if you're interested in being around like-minded individuals, or even watch some shows with me, because I actually do watch parties there. We're going to have a lot of events coming up soon, so I would definitely highly recommend you join it. Subscribers can join for free, and all you have to do is just log in as a member. You just get limited access, and for those who have the membership on my channel, you get full access to some private chats. It is definitely worth it if you decide to join it, so please come along and join us on this journey of just self-improvement and also community building in 2025.
They feel like they compare themselves and measure themselves against others in their career and wondering whether or not people like them. This was written by Hannah Webster, by the way. And so they continue on to say that self-deprecation differs from humility in its scale. Humility is being modest or humble. It means not bragging about our accomplishments or positive traits. But constantly deflecting compliments or being mean to ourselves crosses over from humility to self-deprecation and doesn't do us any good.
You're really beautiful.
Oh, well, that's very sweet. Thank you.
I'm kind of funny looking.
What?
Look, I mean, come on, you're way out of my league. Everybody in here knows it. That guy over there is probably saying, ooh, I shout with him. He must be rich.
I think that we should order and then eat and then leave.
That's right. I have no money. I'm not funny. I live in a studio apartment with 2 other guys. And I'm pretty sure I'm infertile.
Moment, sir.
Miss?
One moment, sir. I'm not smart.
What?
What, you figure I could tutor you or something? You think, oh, well, there's Lainey
Look,
Boggs.
Lainey.
She's a dork. She
Lainey.
must at least be smart. Well, guess what? I'm not.
Lainey, I have the 4th highest GPA in our class.
Now, if I was going to get Penny, I would have heard something by now. Well, no news is bad news. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Maybe the people down at the department figure a single person has to have a double dose of everything good. And Walona Woods just did not measure up. Maybe I wanted too much, wanting to be a mother. Wanting someone to love.
고아해. 미혼모가. 예? 필구를 혼자서 저렇게 잘 키우고 이 자영업 사장님까지 됐어요. 남들 같았으면요 진작에 나자빠졌어요. 근데 누가 너를 욕해요? 돈백 씨, 이 동네에서요 제일로 세고요, 제일로 강하고, 제일로 훌륭하고, 제일로 장해요.
왜 자꾸 예쁘대요? 왜 자꾸 나보고 자랑이래? 나는 그런 말들 다 너무 처음이라 막 마음이 울렁울렁. Come on. Here we go. I'm not good enough. What? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough.
Yeah. That was a really good start.
I'm the best singer in Tasmania, with teeth.
Love it. What's your name?
Fat Amy.
You call yourself Fat Amy?
Yeah, so twig bitches like you don't do it behind my back.
This is so silly. I can't believe I ever took this seriously. I mean, really, what are we trying to prove with this? That our little princesses can grow up and marry little princes, too? As long as they both have the right pedigree, they're guaranteed to live happily ever after. I mean, how shallow is that? Don't believe the hype, girls. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. Kenya.
Keisha, Callie, girl!
Wait.
What? Everyone already knows I'm a ghetto-ass, dick-sucking, stripping hoe, right? Yes, we do.
All my 3 sisters were blonde.
Yeah.
And I was the only one that came out with black hair, dark skin, dark eyes. My sisters have these beautiful hazel eyes. My mom's Wera, which is the white one. They call her Tia Wera because she's so light-skinned.
Yeah.
And so I grew up as La Prieta Fea, which means the ugly dark one.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who called you that?
My mom.
No.
My family.
As like a joke?
No, as like it's in term of endearment, but people would walk up to my mom and go, "Your daughters are so beautiful." And who's this?
Oh,
and I would be like,
God.
"I'm one of them." Blah blah blah. So I wasn't the pretty one. Like I grew up as not the pretty one. So there was a conscious decision when I was young to be the funny one. And I really think that has lent itself to my personality. Like, not just like, oh, I'm going to be an actress, but like, I just don't value beauty in my own self very much.
That's self-deprecation. That's self-deprecation. I will look at all the negative things, and it's a form of anxiety and worry. Susan Spear writes that some use self-deprecation in certain situations where interpersonal communication is difficult or there are breakdowns in mutual alignment. Self-deprecating comments take ownership of and acknowledge a potentially problematic identity. In essence, this may be a way to signal to the listener of our situational and self-awareness to avoid misunderstanding. I had a friend who always talked bad about herself. She always talked so negatively about herself. Like, it was excessive. Like, anytime I said something to her, oh, I feel fat, I feel tired. Oh, do you not see the bags under my eyes? Do you not see my hair? My hair looks horrible. To the point where I got tired of complimenting her. I was like, damn, girl, is there anything ever right with you? But then I realized that some people just have self-deprecating behavior. And talking negative about themselves make them feel good. It makes them feel good. But then they have to realize that some people, they don't like to always reassure you. They're not going to always be there to reassure you and make you feel better about yourself. It gets very tiring. And it becomes a burden when you always have to help someone have higher self-esteem about themselves. It's difficult, y'all. If you see yourself exhibiting and displaying this type of behavior, it's a sign that you may need to unlearn it. You should unlearn it. And along with all the other behaviors that we spoke on. Okay, so next we're going to do the 2-for-1. Anxiety and avoidance.